In the last demonstration we talked about analogous colors, and we also before that talked about neutralizing colors, and today now we're going to review our monochromatic colors where we've got one color that's pure and everything with white in it is called a tint, and everything that you add black into is called a shade. And I'm going to do my last iPod for my Andy Warhol in tints and shades. Now, do you have to do exactly what I'm doing? No, you don't have to choose the same ones. I'm simply choosing these to kind of give a variety. If you want to do all neutral colors, by all means, that's what the assignment was originally intended for, and it's great to do that. If you want to do the two that you have to in the neutralized colors and then you want to experiment with something else, that's great too. It's going to ask you on your self-evaluation what you decided to do and what you ended up doing. So I'm going to go back here with my brush, and I know that I've got this dark, I've got that dark, I've got this dark. I want to use my black with just a little bit of blue in it, a bluish jet black, to do this part of my iPod in order to keep, you know, in the making of having it all kind of follow the same color and value pattern. And now that I've painted this 4 times, I know that I should start with this one because it's the hardest to get, because it's a nice small thing, and I'm going to go over the edge, and I know that, whereas I didn't really think about that the first time I did it. Here we go. Okay, now if I wash out my brush here, make sure you wash out your brush really well each time you need to change a color if you don't want it to mix in there. Like this black would really overpower my white, so I really want to make sure that I do a nice job of washing that out. Now I'm going to get into the rest of it here. I want to have this part kind of be matched in tone to that other one, so I'm going to use some white, a little bit of blue, and make it a lighter toned blue. Okay. And again, I've learned that this should be the second one, so I can get this bottom part here of my iPod and use a darker tone in the background and paint over the top of it, you know, all these little painting skills you learn along the way, huh? Now we are going to go back over these with Sharpie at some point and clean up the lines. So you'll have that opportunity once your paint is dry. Just so you're aware of that and thinking about it. Alright, and I'm going to actually take this and add some more white in to get a lighter tint yet. Almost white. Very light tint of blue for the screen. I'm going to take my brush here and actually squish out my paint so I don't have that darker blue hiding in my brush. Squish out that white. Wash my brush. Get my blue. Gonna get some more blue here. For the background color, I want some dark blue, but I want it to be really blue, not as dark as the other one. I want it to be more blue than the other one. I'm actually going to add this. Now let's see how that looks. A little bit more black. A little bit more blue, a little more black. Maybe just a dab of white to kind of lighten it up. That should be good. Good, that's kind of a grayish blue. That looks nice. Switch back to this little teeny brush here. Good. Now I'm going to get my last little bit of blue right here for my earbuds. Oops. I'm going to get And that concludes my monochromatic color mixing for Andy Warhol's pop art.